Hello there. Thanks for joining me again today. My name is Adeola. You're welcome to the fifth episode of Olabooks Readers Review. A big congratulations to the winner of the gifts in the last video I made. I am so happy that a lot of people watched my video from the beginning all the way to the end because that was the only way she was able to answer the questions because she waited till the end and she heard that I asked the questions and that there was a gift if she got the questions right. So she was able to type the answer into the comment section and she got the gift. Congratulations one more time and thank you so much for watching. So I want to give a big shout out to my mom who celebrated her birthday on August 25th. And to that effect, I have released a new title on August 25th. Be on the lookout for details. Also, another big shout out to my darling husband whose birthday is on August 28th. And to that effect, I have released another title on August 28th, which is today. But due to technical issues, I will not be able to share more information about these two books, what they are about, and the links to where you can get them. But pretty soon, hopefully in a couple of days, I'll be able to give you more information about these books. Thank you for being on the lookout. So with that being said, let's go back into reading because this is why I am here. I'm still reading Colors of Love and I finished reading chapter 1 in my last video. If you are yet to watch these videos, please check out the links I posted down below. You'll be able to listen to the previous videos so you will know where we're coming from. And also, if you have not purchased the copy of Colors of Love, the links are down below to where you can get them. You can try out you can check out outskatespress.com/Adiola Oyekola. That's your first stop to buy a copy. Or you can check other online bookstores like Amazon.com, Barnes& Noble, Books A Million. And if you have Kindle Unlimited, you can read for free. All right, so pick up a copy. And if you have one already, let's start to read together. Chapter 2, I'm on page 12. Alan was a handsome young man. I don't have to describe him to you in great detail. Tall, light-skinned, well-shaped beard, curly hair, you name it. Everything attracted me to him. I had never been that close to a handsome man. They usually scared me until I met Alan. If I had only listened to you, if I had listened to my instincts, but I didn't. I was ready to enjoy the romance I believed was about to begin. We were friends for a while and then we started dating. The day you met him, you told me it didn't seem like it would last. I disagreed with you. 12 months into our relationship, you gave up your doubts and accepted him as my boyfriend. He succeeded in fooling both of us. Then one day I was in his room when his phone rang. He didn't answer it. Then it rang again and I gave him the "what's going on" look. So he answered it. To the caller, he said he was in class and he would call back later. I was shocked. Alan, you're not in class. I need an explanation. He said that was his cousin from his father's side and he didn't want her to take away from our precious time together. I believed him. I was madly in love with him. We finished school and we were all posted to different places for our National Youth Service Corps. I was at Enugu State. He was in Zamfara State. I was impressed when he redeployed to Enugu to be with me. Everyone believed in our blossoming love. Even my parents had to accept him. We went on a surprise outing one day only to find out he was taking me to see his mom, who just got back from America. I should have known he redeployed not for my sake, but because of her, since her residence was in Enugu State capital, where I served. His mom was surprised to see me. I sensed a kind of coldness, but Alan said it was because she was meeting me for the first time. He received that call again. This time, at the end of the call, he said, "Me too." That seemed suspicious to me. I asked him who the caller was. He said that was his cousin again. He received the call again another day. This time he said he was with a friend. You can't tell her you're with your girlfriend? I asked, getting a little jealous. He said no, because she would go ahead and tell her dad, and he would think my boyfriend was having a relationship that would keep him in Nigeria, and he would never go back to America, where he was needed to take over leadership of his parents' company. Then I asked him about what would become of our relationship after he left. He looked straight into my eyes, dipped his hand into his pockets, brought out a case, and opened it. There was a ring in it. He knelt on one knee and asked me to marry him. That was a great moment for me. Tears welled up in my eyes and rolled down my face, just like right now. I asked him a question in response. I looked straight into his eyes and said, "You just said you were about to leave me for the States. How will it work if I marry you?" He said some sweet words to me. I accepted his proposal. He promised to marry me before he traveled back to the States. Then he would process my visa and I could join him. The plan was so exciting to me until I found out that I was pregnant. All the time she was narrating her story, Yeni was standing by the window looking at the leaves falling from the trees. She turned around to face Carrie and she said, "You wonder why a Christian should be pregnant outside marriage?" Carrie answered, "Yes." Jenny continued. "I was a Christian, still a Christian. I was the Fellowship of Christian Students, FCS, Women's Leader during my service year. Although I didn't plan on getting pregnant, I had sex with my boyfriend all the time. I did it because I wanted to, but I loved God. I still do. I guess I never let go when I fall in love," she said with a little laugh. "But Carrie Cotton, how easy was it for you to be a Christian, walking with God and still sleeping with your boyfriend without a guilty conscience?" "I had a guilty conscience, but I couldn't resist him. And I didn't feel like it affected my relationship with God. One thing I learned from it, though, is that when he broke up with me, if I had not been that close to him, I would not have hurt as much as I did. That would also have meant that I didn't give the whole of my love. I gave him more than he deserved. Some people do it, and I guess they end up marrying the same man because they were meant to be together. But in my case, I messed up my life. I am not over it yet." So I will stop reading right here on page 15 and will continue in my next video. Yeni has started telling her story. This will lead me back to the very first video that I made when I was reading the prologue, and I said something about in relationships, sometimes a party puts in the whole of his or her love and the other puts in only a little bit, and that makes it so easy for that party who puts in the little bit to breeze out without getting hurt, while the one who puts in the whole of himself or herself gets hurt. So what are we talking about here? When you are in a relationship, I don't care if you're a Christian or you're not a Christian, if you're in a relationship and you're beginning to have questions, you need to ask your questions. And when you ask questions, if the answers you're getting do not seem real, if the answers do not sound like they're answering your questions, I think you need to begin to retrace your steps. One after the other, you take your steps backward, out of that relationship before you get hurt. So this is all I have for you today. If you like this video, please subscribe, like, share, and comment. I'm waiting for your comments. If you agreed with what I said, please leave me a comment. If you do not agree, still leave me a comment. I will like more comments on the YouTube channel more than other social media pages where I post the links. Thank you so much for being there, for watching this video, and until next time, bye.